She's in the gym a lot, so probably feel like those muscle mommies.
But she still has that face.
Apparently, our friend Alyssa Mercante actually did an interview over the weekend or over the past few weeks with a website or with a YouTube channel or something that got literally dozens of views, which was great. Congratulations, Alyssa! You're really getting the word out.
Wait, just dozens of views. That's it.
Well, most of it came from Kabrutus linking to it. So I would like to once again
probably got more views on her OnlyFans, didn't she? Wasn't she a cam model at one point? She tweeted that.
That thing was an OF for who?
For
she tweeted something about how she was positive about sex work because she used to be a cam operator. That probably got more views.
She's in the gym a lot, so probably feel like those muscle mommies.
But she still has that face. Anyway, whatever.
I mean, there's a woman that was. Never underestimate the power of the simp. There's a woman that lives her life as a dog. That was on something posted, and there's men lining up for her. She has handlers.
Yeah,
that's what she calls her boyfriends. So if there's fucking weirdos lining up for that woman, I'm sure that Alyssa chick is getting some dudes too.
Well, she did do an interview, and good on her. But I would like to invite her once again to come on the show. She's welcome anytime, but she won't. This is, I tweeted this out also, just the idea that while I was gone, I was getting caught up, and I saw she did that interview, and it's become so painfully obvious that she has no interest in her at Kotaku, her at Sweet Baby. None of them have any interest at all of going outside of their ecosphere. They are so petrified of just not of having any sort of pushback, which Grums, you've seen. I tweeted this out. I said, getting caught up on Sweet Baby and Kotaku stuff over the last week. What's most amazing is that no one from Kotaku or Sweet Baby Inc. is willing to have a conversation with a single person that will change their perspective. They only want to talk to safe spaces. How pathetic. I stand by that, and the invite is still open. If you'd like to come on, Alyssa, whether it's live or whether it's taped, we will gladly do it. If you want it to be on Kotaku, whatever. I doesn't even need to be on this show. We will do it on your terms, on your outlet, whatever. But I think it's important for you to actually receive some pushback and actually answer some questions, because you as a journalist have failed. You have failed because you, as a journalist, the number one rule of journalism is not to make yourself the story. And you've made yourself the story. So you failed as a journalist. So you should answer for that because you become the story. So it's time, and you can call me a chud all you want or a right-wing extremist. Okay, yeah, sure. Welcome to the club. But the reality is that you still need to answer questions, or you're just a giant chicken shit. And that's the reality of it. You're a giant chicken shit that doesn't matter. And I mean that sincerely. And you won't matter. Just give it a couple months. Kotaku's going down. Like
they call us chuds, but I like to call them what Melanie Mack says. The famous the Melanie Mack word.
Oh, really? What's that word?
I don't think I could. I'm not going to say it on your channel.
Oh, that word.
The Film Actors Guild.
Oh man. But yeah, that's the reality of it. So, but they did this interview, and I know we're running up on time, but I didn't want to hit on this really quick. Kabrutus came out and said, kind of pushing back on some of the things that were said in the interview. Says, I was informed by a member of my handsome community that she went on this interview and more or less gaslit the entire time while she was on it. It was one of those things where it's like, you punch somebody and then you stand back and you go, what are you talking about? I didn't do it, and
why would you be mad about this?
Right. And the interviewers who they didn't even ask the most basic question. Why did this start? That's it. That's the question you ask. Why? Always why? Why? Why did you feel the need to do this? Why did you feel the need to infiltrate this Discord server? What pushed you to that? No. Judge. Like, fuck off. You're
that goes beyond a softball interview. That's an actual filtration of questions to basically avoid the truth.
Of course, because once again, it goes back to they want to live in their bubble and
who interviewed her?
Avoid the.
Oh, it was called the Blurred Without Fear, wasn't it?
Oh, that guy.
I don't know.
Yeah. So
he's a big old leftist too.
Yeah, he's like pronouns and bio, everything that you would think fits a checklist. He's that. So like going on there was a huge safe space.
He's tried to get my attention before. I've seen that guy around. He's a nobody.
Yeah, so he did an interview, right? So let me see. There's anti-diversity crowd exposed with Alyssa Mercante, Nerds of Culture, number 16. 3 days ago, only 5.1K views. So it's not like this interview went anywhere.
Right. Of course not. And you got to imagine that they're that the thumbs up, thumbs down ratio is pretty spectacular. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Oh yeah, it's a 2-to-1 ratio. Thumbs down.
Yeah, and they're getting like
she's trying though.
Chats in the comments.
She's trying to get the word out. I haven't heard from some of the other writers have gone underground, like Harvey Randall from PC Gamer, who wrote the a company's called Sweet Baby Ink has been the target of anti-woke gamers because it offers consultancy work and industry standard service that has been normal for years. What happened to this guy? I want to hear more about these other people, and they all have pronouns in their bios.
Yes.
Every time.
Yeah, and they all went immediately protected after putting these out, and they all cried harassment. But I think, hey, props to Alyssa. She's gotten the most visibility out of all of them. So there's some PR work there going on.
Oh, she knows what she's doing for sure.
All the comments in this interview are like just shitting all over Alyssa and these YouTubers Blurred Without a Fear. They're just like completely taking it down, and supposedly a lot of comments are being deleted. So, surprise.
Surprise. What do you know?
The other thing that really strikes me is that, I've said, hey, we're talking about Alyssa, but please don't harass her. Ask questions like a reporter would. Like
that's harassment.
And, but, we're always the ones calling for that. And they never do. I've never heard one of them say, hey, don't harass gamers because, most of them are good. You never hear it the other direction. And that is very telling in my
Just
opinion.
asking them the questions, though, is harassment.
Yeah, it's triggering to them.
That's what they define as harassment. Yeah. And when they don't get actual harassment, they always make it up.
How dare you not just take my word for it?